They say I'm cute, can cook, and will get you hooked.
You know me, and you already know what it is. Greatness cannot be rushed.
Two things for the soul. I never lie to you or on you.
I am the architect of my life. I build foundations and choose content.
I might be quiet, but I observe and remember everything. So watch out.
I may be heavy in his sheets, but I apply pressure to those streets.
I'm just a southern girl who means what she says and says what she means.
What's up, lovely people?
Yes, long day. Welcome
baby.
to Friends and Wives Podcast.
Absolutely.
The long day podcast
Man.
today. Oh my God.
I'm sorry to our viewers, but it's Fuck It Tuesday.
Oh,
You're a terrible Tuesday.
oh, is it a Tuesday? I thought it was Thursday.
I don't
Nah,
know.
girl,
What's the day?
You know it's Taco Tuesday. Too much aspirin. You've been having too many aspirins.
Too many libations, and I just started.
You
Long
know
day.
what?
Mm-hmm.
This is when I need that deep tissue massage that you be giving.
Oh.
She had those nice strong
I
hands.
do. Yeah.
But you know
Lesbian
what?
one-on-one.
I give you a good
Last
5
time-
minutes. A good 5
Lesbians
minutes.
one-on-one, baby.
Last time she gave it to me, I almost just went into
You just,
tears because her hand's so strong. But now I'm tense.
You should
so I about
orgasm.
need,
You have an orgasm.
I about need that
You should
good
orgasm.
muscle. No.
You
A massage makes you orgasm?
Some people, yeah, when you
Some
touch them,
Makes you
it'll
have
sound-
an orgasm?
Yeah, girl, come on now. Not
A
brand
massage?
new.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
I think they call
Where you been?
My
I think
niece
they-
advised me when she got her massage from this young man.
Okay.
She literally orgasmed. She squirted. Stuff was just coming out.
No,
It was that
she
good. I'm
asked
sorry.
for the happy
That was yeah, exactly.
And she hadn't been
Exactly.
touched in a while. That was her problem.
She's a married woman.
And he hadn't
Oh,
touched
And
her in
with
a
4
while.
boys.
Her imagination is something serious.
Okay.
Yes, baby. So them hands can do something to you.
She lied to you. She just wanted to get you
No,
some tea.
baby. She got it twice and he had the same experience. She told me about it.
Well, we need his number.
The magic jack.
Oh,
Yes, baby.
magic. Yeah, magic Mike. Now, okay, well, let's get on it.
Okay.
You're masseuse. Do you prefer a female or male?
I prefer male.
Of course you do.
I prefer a female as well.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I feel like they pay attention to detail.
I feel like I don't want.
And they understand our bodies. A woman knows another woman's body.
But I can say in certain situations, men understand details a little bit better than females do.
They just want their poo nanny. That's why they're putting them hands on you.
Poo nanny.
That
No,
old
so
poo
when it comes to
What's a poo nanny?
massages, you
Get
know
on
what
earthy
poo nanny.
kick down there.
Earthy kick. Is that what you got?
Marcus.
Marcus, darling.
Yeah.
Oh, there she go. Say it again. Marcus.
Funny. Y'all so silly.
Okay.
Get
No,
out of here.
I thought she said pennies.
I prefer a female masseuse and a female doctor.
I
Yes.
prefer a female doctor.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I had an experience when I was in college in Nashville.
With a male
Yes.
doctor.
And baby, you should have seen him wheeling that car down the hallway like he was really finna get into this.
What?
And yes. And so I went to the front desk and asked the lady, because I didn't know that they were called nurse practitioners back then, you know, because I was so young. But I was like, y'all got a female that could, you know, a lady doctor or whatever. And she was like, well, we have a nurse practitioner on staff. Miss Ann, I believe her name was. She can see you. And I said, please, because I can't let him look at me, because when he came in and introduced himself and said, what are you here for? You know, I was trying to find me a primary care person there because I was no longer here.
Okay.
And as soon as we was talking, he's looking straight at my chest and not my eyes. So we're not making any eye contact. He's like, okay, so why are you here today? And,
Oh, wow.
and it made me very
Uncomfortable,
uncomfortable. But
yeah.
he was very upset with me when he found out that I went to the front desk and asked for a nurse practitioner.
Oh.
So ever since then, I don't feel comfortable with a man rubbing on my body for a massage. And I know their hands will be so, you know, strong,
Right.
like you said, my hands are. But I don't want that. Mm-mm.
What about your husband if you're married? Can he do it?
Well, that's different.
different. That's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking about a stranger, you
Okay.
know, and I don't
Yeah.
care if that's their, you know, career. or craft or profession. I don't want you rubbing on me.
Right, naturally, just naturally,
No.
they just can't focus.
No, because you gonna be looking at everything and thinking.
Right.
About, you looking at that, so no telling what your mind was thinking.
Right.
And then you gonna get down there and spread me wide open eagle, and then see all the goods and stuff.
Oh, Lord,
no,
have mercy.
No.
Right.
Negative.
I feel her on
And
that,
you remember
though.
who you are because I heard you was still living.
You
Traumatized me,
She
man.
coming for him,
You
baby.
traumatized me.
Oh, wow.
Funny. That's so funny.
They were definitely female for me. But most male, they prefer a woman.
Okay.
Because my guy, he does not want, don't
Yeah,
put a
mine
man
don't
on
either.
him.
I think that's just the heterosexual thing. It's just
Yeah, for sure.
what you prefer.
Well, he already said a female.
Let's go ahead and get it lined
For
out.
double.
So I'm gonna be real with you guys. So if it's gonna be a masseuse, I prefer a guy, an African American guy.
Okay.
obviously.
Okay.
If it's a doctor, I do prefer a man, but I can go over to see a woman, but I prefer a man.
What's your reason though? I just gotta ask.
I just think with men, like you said, they're more detailed. And I can relate to a man better than a woman.
Do you have a
I
lusting
think-
spirit when they're checking you out and
Hell
squeezing them balls and
no.
stuff, doing
Hell
it?
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's
I
good.
hope you wouldn't. You sick as hell, but you
Oh, hell
you got
no.
this lusting spirit on.
Ooh, that's the old praying out
feel
demon,
so
baby.
good.
What a sage that around here, honey. The Holocaust or something.
Well,
right around
well, you know
here.
what? That makes sense because I just feel like same sex just know about the body.
Anatomy,
Right.
the body.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
I agree.
If I tell a lot of if I can imagine if I tell a man that I'm cramping and it's not feeling like that, he's gonna be like.
Because he's never experienced it before.
Right,
So he doesn't 100%
I can't have
get
that
it.
relationship, that right, to talk and we understand or whatever. And so I understand that.
So hold on.
What?
But since one thing's right now,
Okay.
we all agree that Tuesday has been the worst day today.
I wouldn't say it
Terrible
was the
Tuesday.
worst day. I just feel
Traumatic
like
Tuesday.
it was super long.
Correct.
And it was super heavy for
Draining.
me.
And I
it's
had a lot
draining.
going on, dealing with some loved ones.
Okay.
And
Oh, okay.
It's been very challenging for me. So I almost didn't make it.
Wait a minute. I don't know if
Prayer
I should
brought
take
you
her
through.
serious.
Prayer brought her through. Prayer brought her through, baby.
Wait a minute. I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So that's why I got my shades on, because I thought my eyes looked a little weak. And I don't normally look like this. But I know, that I have an obligation and a commitment. Have not
Yeah.
been to now job that I have, but I did do a job today.
Yeah.
So, you have to press on and keep it moving.
That's how I was feeling. I was
Been
like,
up since 6 o'clock, so.
Yeah.
Woo.
It's
Oh
been
my God! Wait a
I'm
minute,
here.
girl. Wait a minute.
I'm here.
She is not
And
playing.
I
Diva
don't
not
have
playing.
Wait a
those
minute.
many days, but when I do have them, I have them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's going on? I thought you was playing, but first off, for the whole world, I never see V-Rock cry.
Correct,
so
baby.
When you see a tear, something's wrong.
It's not wrong. It's just a long day. And I'm not going to say it's wrong. It's life. You just have to roll with the punches and accept what God gives you and know how to balance it. You
I'm
know
so
what I'm saying?
sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm balancing it right now.
You look good in balancing.
Thank you.
I would have never known
Thank you.
And
that she was going
Well,
through something like this.
right.
This is my
Anything.
platform, so I needed to come and I
Right.
wanted to express this, because we was going to start out with our guests and everything, but I was like, I need to talk, because I
Right.
need to let it out.
this is what it's
This is what
here
it's for. Yeah.
So,
So my new saying is, all is well, as well as the unexpected, all is well.
okay,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Think about
Yeah.
it. All is always well, as well as the unexpected.
Correct.
Yeah.
It has to be well, you know.
Yeah.
Even when it's not well, what Glorilla say? The sun,
sun don't always shine, but what
whatever,
did she
you know
say?
what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's true. That's true. Tomorrow's a brand new day.
But tomorrow's a brand new day.
If we make it, but if not, we got to do our best in today. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying? It's
Every day
real time.
counts.
Real time. So,
I'm gonna pray for you and whatever you have going
so what's your prayer
on.
gonna be? Because I want you to be real specific with
Okay.
your
Oh,
real specific. This
Don't
is
just be
gonna
praying, baby. Don't just, what you gonna say? Because I already told you what I'm dealing with, and it's life. So it's not anything that's fin to tear me down. It's just how I am dealing with everything that's coming my way at one time.
And that's my prayer, to help you in whatever your endeavors are and give you the strength, and the wisdom that
Thank
you
you.
need
Thank
in
you.
order to
Well,
proceed on. That's
thank
my
you.
prayer.
I'm going to say, Lord, whatever brick is being thrown at her,
It ain't no bricks.
whatever's being thrown at her,
No
period,
bricks.
let her build off of it to make her stronger,
Yeah.
and let that foundation
And
carry
learn.
her higher.
And
When they
learn.
think they're destroying her, it's actually carrying her through to the next level.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a learning experience, and one day I'll be able to talk about it when it's over, because then it becomes a testimony.
Right.
Correct.
But it's a lot of things that's coming out of this that we have to learn from.
Right.
Right.
That can be prevented to where we don't even have to be here today if we communicate and
Right.
talk about things that's going on.
Right.
Right.
And you know what? I must say, I am terrible at communicating. And
Oh, Lord.
I'm just going to be
She's a
all the way-
microwave, she's one of these microwave people. She's popping in and out. She'll
You
never.
know what? Hey, that's our generation. I'm sorry. It's some people that's good at it, and it's some people that's not. But what I'm going to do is make a better effort, right, in personal and in my relationship, to become a better communicator. Because although I don't feel like I'm bothering people, right, by not communicating, I really am. And that's the one thing that I'm starting to learn. Like, oh, why are they taking it? I didn't, like.
Why they taking it so serious,
Yeah, and I
bro?
have
Calm
to-
down, bro.
And I have to realize, like, that is inconsiderate, right?
On
If
your
someone-
part.
Right, on
Yeah.
my part.
Yeah.
It's inconsiderate not to give someone, especially if they taking time out to communicate
Of their
with me.
busy
Yes.
schedule. Yeah.
Yes,
And
yes.
And that's all I was saying. I don't know if you're talking about us, but this all I
No,
was
just
saying.
no,
Family feud.
no, just in general.
Okay.
You know, even just hearing what you just said, just in general, it's just like, okay, and I've been really kind of working on it. I was terrible, right? And I've become a little bit better. But in my mind, I think I need to set a precedence that, okay, hey, if I don't text back, that
Right.
means no, I'm not going. Or if I like something, that way when people know, like, you know what I'm doing, they can know what's going on, because my communication is different from your communication, but I'm still communicating with you in a certain way.
So not communicating is communicating.
To me, yeah.
I'm on your side. Be
What
rock.
she saying?
I'm on your
Not
side.
It's communicating.
If I didn't
okay,
text back,
shit.
I ain't
Tell me.
going.
It's okay.
I feel like when I text you, you give me a yes or no.
Period.
If you can't come and say, babe, I can't make it.
You ain't got to give me no long dissertation. Just a
Right.
thumbs up, thumbs
Thumb
down.
down,
They don't
right.
take but 1 second. Why I got to wait
It
24
does.
hours
It
to
does.
plan the next
Yeah,
excursion?
I have.
So, hey, let's take a vote. Are we waiting 24 hours before we
Hell
plan?
to the no.
Or we need a response within, I'll at least say an hour. Is it good, an hour?
No. You can't do that to me, because you, like, first of all, especially depending on the time of day, if y'all text something with something or whatever the case is, I might be legitimately slammed, right? So an hour is definitely
She
like.
slamming.
But
She
we
working
just-
IT, girl.
On the couch.
And from home, on the couch.
First of all, don't ever mistake it, because you know what? That IT person.
I can't
guess
wait till
what?
she said this, because then I'm telling people go back to season 1 when she was talking about shit like her job. Come on.
I did, but guess what?
come on.
Not just my work, what I do now, but I'm working for the city right now, right?
city
So
of
that's
who?
She got
another
multiple
What
person-
things
city?
going
The ci-
on.
Yeah, I do, and I'm working with the the recreational city of Memphis,
Okay.
right? And I'm working with the park.
Recreation. She's trying to say recreation. She got it.
Yes, I'm working with the parks, and we're trying to increase the registration for basketball players.
All
so I'm like really
right.
working. So it's
Okay,
just like-
but
She said she's serving the community,
Wait,
baby.
right. So it's not fair to give me an hour of turnaround, right? I don't even get an hour turnaround at work. Even at criticals, I get at least an hour, and that's everything has stopped.
But
You
this
see what
is
I'm saying?
critical.
Critical as in, we.
Right. She so sad. It don't make sense. Just respond with a thumbs up, thumbs down.
Right.
and it would be good.
I can do your thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah, and we
But
understand
you
that.
can't, don't do an hour, maybe 2 hours tops, but not
Okay,
an
she
hour
said
turn.
it. Everybody else on the same page. 2 hours.
I guess.
Okay, because
She guessed. She
but
said
for
she guessed.
me, I keep it very transparent,
Right.
and I want everybody to know what we're doing. So if you're not there, that's on you, not on us. That's my thing. That's all. You know,
Right.
because it's gonna be shit. People pop up and say, "Okay, can you be here?" And if we can make it happen, like we finna get on. You know, if we can make it happen, we're gonna make it happen.
Correct.
And I don't want your fans to be like, "Well, where were you? You know, why weren't you there or whatever?" People
Pretty
look for you.
much, yeah.
So they need to know that she's very busy, y'all, and she working for the recreational system.
And then she does the IT from her couch.
And she ain't gonna be able to be here. So that's what she said.
I do too.
Long as you know.
I
Okay.
have a lot of stuff going on, seriously.
But-
and no bullshit. IT is 24-hour a day job, seriously, if you make it, because
She's on
if
salary,
you
baby.
think
Remember
about-
that she's salary.
Yeah,
Yes,
she did say that.
yes,
That's right.
that
Okay.
means when they say, "Hey, I have to go." If I get a call,
At
if I'm
3
on
o'clock in
call-
the morning.
Right.
Yes,
and
yes,
that-
sir.
And that's
Yes,
what
I
pays
do.
your bills right now. So I
Yes.
understand that.
Yes,
yeah, I
sir.
got you. Yeah.
Okay, we
So-
got you.
Yeah. All right. So, Kendall, my Kendall is real.
Yes.
Who do we have today?
Oh my God, we have this little petite cute girl.
Petite.
She works out.
Okay.
She's a mother.
Okay.
She's a singer.
What?
She is a Grammy award-winning 2022
Yes,
artist, baby.
yes.
Grammy.
Grammy,
She
baby.
did deserve some applause, baby.
Hey, give us
On the
some-
machine. See, look, y'all.
I
he
don't know
just-
how to work the board.
I'm
y'all.
new to the
Hold
board,
on.
honey. I'm new to the board.
DB is not here today,
He's not.
and
Correct.
Kendall Israel is on the mix.
So, yeah, she's, baby, when I tell you about this band, I had to look it up.
Okay.
I was at the gym at French Riviera, and I
Okay.
just seen her because we know each other from back in the day.
Okay. Are you at the French now?
I'm sorry, baby.
they still
if a
exist?
planet
That's what
Fitness
I
did- I'm sorry.
Just about to say.
Are you really going and
That
you
was my
taking a
thought-
picture in your
that was-
recliner
that
at
was
home?
my- Look, the French was my thought days.
Because I
So
think
we
you
were
could
there
just
Planet Fitness in Bartlett.
you take the
and I
bucket
seen
and
her.
put it on you and get in your black recliner and be like, y'all, I done did 30 minutes. You know how you do.
Oh,
So definitely I had seen her. And I offered her a spot for the show. She said, let me check my calendar
Okay.
and see what I can do for you guys. And then she contacted me. She said, yes, I can make it on that day.
Okay.
Vocally, she is a beast. The music
You
alone.
won the Grammy, you think?
Baby.
Yeah.
The music alone is phenomenal.
Okay.
Y'all need to download
it's
Apple.
what now you
phenomenal.
just talked about me and my recreational, and that's because they're brains.
But overall,
she's phenomenal.
yes. So we're gonna let her highlight herself about her accomplishments, how she got started. We're just gonna kind of tease the girl. You know
Is she
what I'm
just a singer or the lead?
She's the lead, honey.
Lead
She's the
singer,
spotlight.
lead
She's the
performer.
lead.
So it's a whole, what
It's
is
a whole
It's a
band.
A band.
Right.
Okay.
And girl, they got a girl drummer.
Here in Memphis?
Is in Memphis.
Okay.
She's a girl drummer. I was like, okay, support the woman, baby. This is
That's up.
what is this? This what, Women's Month or something right now
It
that we
is
into?
Women's Month.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I'm so excited
So March,
about it.
March is Women's Month.
Yes.
The whole month.
Okay, whole month. Okay,
Yes.
so we're celebrating the women.
Yes.
Yeah, influential women in the
Influential,
city of
yes,
Memphis.
ma'am.
Yeah, because everybody
Yes.
can't say that they have a Grammy under their belt now.
Correct.
Wow.
That takes time, dedication, patience, work, ethics, all of the above to
And
get
God's
to that
blessings,
to get to
baby.
that level.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
so so I need everybody to tune in. But before we do that, where y'all been? Because y'all was not here last week when we had a superstar on the platform. Mhm.
First of all, I
What was
was.
y'all? What was y'all?
I was
baby.
here.
Okay.
You said last week?
Yeah,
I was
Saturday.
here. Oh, I was at a funeral.
Yeah, she had
Okay.
a film,
All right.
honey. She was crying herself a river, baby.
Okay.
She was crying a river.
First of all, let me tell you about this. You know what? I was a little upset.
Mm-hmm.
No one told me that the funeral was 2 hours away. So I'm driving in heels for 2 hours.
Why you didn't take the shoes
Do
off?
you know? First of all, once you get started,
You can't stop.
You're right.
Hold on,
You
so
in
y'all
there.
tell me with a heel, y'all just can't just take your feet off the
If
gas
you have
pedal.
to, because she didn't
take
think
it
she was
off.
finna ride 2 hours.
I didn't think so.
But
And
I would have
then-
been driving into was
Right.
it a strap, a shoe or something?
It was the strap with
Oh,
the,
okay,
hook. So
yeah.
that little, I have a hard
Yeah, I was
time.
late. Yeah, I was late.
No, we was on time. I had to follow the old folks. So we was
You
going.
mean the senior citizen?
Okay.
The senior citizens are not gonna have you late.
That's true.
So you was at a funeral.
I was at a funeral.
Where were you?
So I had to work and I had a
Okay.
photo shoot.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right.
Was it a new photo
Yeah,
shoot?
and I hate that I missed it too.
I know.
Yeah, and then we tried to come up to your spot on Sunday, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
they
We.
closed?"
Yeah.
Can you knew that was closed? Why you gonna
Crazy.
do it
I
like
didn't know.
that?
I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't. Well, I didn't realize they was closed. And we legitly got up and got dressed to go out.
Well,
there.
let's legitly go ahead and take a water break and pay some bills.
And before we go, we going to send a shout out to our sponsor, the Crazy
Crazy
Cool
Cool.
Memphis.
Baby.
7199 Stage, baby. And the second location coming soon to you.
Yes.
That's
All right, y'all. We will be back.
And who we're coming back with?
We're
Let's
gonna
let the
come with
people-
Miss Tierinii, baby.
And what's her name?
Celebrating
Avenue.
Southern
with Southern Avenue, baby.
Yes.
All right.
All
Welcome back.
right,
Welcome
y'all, we
back.
back.
Friends and Wives podcast.
Look who we have in a corner, people.
Hello.
Who is you, baby? What's your name?
My name is Tierinii, known as Tierinii Jackson, but Tierinii Naftaly.
Okay.
Yes, Memphis native lead singer, songwriter of Grammy nominated.
Okay.
Not winning, but you know, it's already
It's
Never
coming.
fear.
It's
It's
coming.
coming.
It was
already there.
manifestation.
It felt real
Right.
good to sit here and hear y'all say. I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing yet. But we are Grammy nominated, which is already a win in its
Yes,
own.
it is.
Yes, it is.
Just
Yeah.
for the recognition,
Yeah,
right?
it's the cool kids club.
The cool kids.
So with recognition, has sales improved?
You know what's crazy is the year we got Grammy nominated was it was a month before the pandemic hit.
Okay.
wow.
Right before
Okay.
everything shut down.
Okay.
Wow.
So we had this like incredible tour planned for the year, you know, as Grammy nominated Southern Avenue that we did not get to do.
Oh.
So we missed that you know, the magic of being
Yeah,
Grammy nominated,
yeah.
and you know the music industry has changed so
So
much
much,
with inflation.
Okay.
Has
Okay.
ruined the touring market for bands of our caliber. So you know, because of inflation and everything, so touring costs and stuff, and so yeah, it doesn't take away from the fact that we were nominated for
Right, because you
Right.
could still use that.
Right.
You know,
It
Grammy
does.
nominated.
it will not leave me. Not when I die, I will always. You put that shit on my
On your grave.
Grammy nominated.
Here lies.
You know what?
Memphis on Grammy nominated.
Hopefully, when you get there, it will be actually award winning, not nominated.
Absolutely.
It's coming.
But you know, there's you go through life and so many people look at you like you're crazy when you speak, you know, what you're gonna do and who you are.
Uh-huh.
They look at you like you're crazy, and I'm like, it's okay that you don't see
It's not
the
meant
work
for them.
that God put in
Right.
you. You know,
Mm.
it's okay that you don't see it because it's not for you to understand. It's
Yeah.
my job. It's my responsibility.
Right.
So to go through life always having those experiences and then to finally be, you know, validated by not just one, the Academy to be, you know, it means something.
Right.
Okay.
It does.
It means something, even though, you know, they say what they say about the kids club, the Grammys, but like,
What
you know,
they say? I don't know.
Yeah, what do they say about the kids club?
Please
it's
enlighten
just,
us.
you know, that it's they don't appreciate I guess
Just say it.
Be blunt.
they don't appreciate black artists, black culture,
Oh
and
God.
the influence of black
And I've
culture.
always heard
they
that. I
always
have too.
put us in the hip hop and the urban. They don't give us the pop categories. And
Yeah.
you know, the ones that are on broadcasting on TV.
The
'Cause, you know,
quote
there's
in
a-
quote
you know,
meaningful ones that
Right.
yeah.
Because there's the pre-show, which is just as important. It's the same awards as before they show the one that's televised, but it's all the same awards show, all of the same caliber of achievements. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so they just you know, they keep us.
Boxed.
And I don't want to say us because I don't want to put that on myself, but I see it happening. I
Okay.
see it happening. And that's just, you know, and so a lot of people think it's bullshit. And I can agree with that to an extent because as an artist, we shouldn't be judged and pent up against us. You know, art is art. I personally
Right.
believe that art is art, and only people who can truly connect to it are worthy of, you know, placing you somewhere in acceptance, I guess, in a world
Right.
of, acceptance, but that's personal to them. So, I mean, like, yeah.
So before,
Go ahead.
well, I was gonna say before we dig in like super deep,
Okay.
how long have you guys been a band? How long have you been Southern Avenue?
Southern Avenue. I think about 7 years, 8 years.
It's been a while.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. The pandemic took 2 years from us, so it doesn't feel like it's been that long. But yeah, it's been that long.
Yeah.
It's been that long.
Like I mentioned to you, I know TK, and we used to work
Hey,
together.
TK.
Ah, I'm so excited.
And let's explain who TK is.
TK, she's drumming,
She's
right?
the
She's
drummer.
The drummer,
She's
the
my
female
little
drummer.
sister.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Little sister.
It's my
Yes.
little sister.
How did? Oh Lord, have mercy.
And she's so sweet, and I didn't even know that. She has such a good spirit. She's really, really talented, and you can just tell. I can't remember what job we was on. I want to say we was at FedEx Tech Connect, but I can't remember. And like when she walked through the doors, you could just tell like this is
has a
not
light.
this is not right. This is not. Oh, this is not where she needs to be, right?
Like this is not for
Right.
me.
Because she was so talented and she was so out of the box, and she had this sweet personality, and she was just so humble in everything that she was doing and whatever the case is. And so it was like a couple years later, I seen she was in the band. I was like, now that is what she needs to be doing.
cool.
She is like such an artist and so talented and so orthodox, and it was just like, and just to know her and just being around her, it was really an experience, because every time she came through those doors, we laughed, we smiled, and there was a couple other people that we was around and stuff. So it was just
When
crazy.
when I hear the term like black girl magic, it's
Yes.
so cliche. I hear the term and it's cliche, but then I think about my sister and I'm like, you know what?
Yes.
That's
You
what-
are black girl magic.
Yes, black
Like, when I
girl.
tell
because
you
it doesn't
so-
matter. She doesn't have to make sense at all, and she just makes sense, you know. And she's herself, and
Authentic.
She's very, very authentic, and she says what she
is.
feels. She's very bold. She's got a lot of masculine energy, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just, some women we're
She's
so-
strong.
She's
Yeah.
strong. She's
very
very
strong.
strong. She's very strong.
So you say your sister's in the band, and earlier you said your husband was in the band.
My
So is this
husband-
like a family band?
It didn't start out that way, but yes. So my Naftaly is the guitar player. He's from Israel. He came to Memphis to do the International Blues Challenge with his solo band. So that's how he got to America. That's how he came to Memphis, because he just solely loved the blues and wanted to play.
Okay.
And so he got far in the competition. He didn't win, but he got far enough to book a tour.
Okay.
But, his other band members weren't planning on living in,
Right,
Memphis
right.
in America. So, they went on and did their own things, went back, or, whatever they did. He needed to replace the band because he had a tour booked. So, word of mouth, he asked for, like, quote unquote, the best singer in Memphis. Like, he asked his drummer, and his drummer, instantly, I was the first name that he called. So, we met, and I loved his energy, and, like, he made me feel really easy. I really trusted him because he was very, very transparent, and I could tell he was very smart, because I'm always inside my own head. I think about things, and nobody ever really mentions the things that I think about, but he does. And so it was just I ended up trusting him a whole lot.
Okay.
And so he hired me for his band. So I quit my wedding bands because I was doing party bands then, and then we started to write together. And over the summer, we'd written so many songs. He was like, "I want to offer you a partnership, because this is no longer the Ori Naftaly band
Right.
is not what we are, because I had such an influence on the creative process." So that's what we did. And so it's a partnership between me, him, my sister, and Jeremy Powell, the keyboard player. So there's
So how did y'all come up with the name Southern Avenue?
we were at rehearsal. He lived right on, he was staying renting a house in Cooper Young.
Oh.
Not a house, a room in Cooper Young. So we were on the porch thinking of a name, and they were all horrible. But then just like he looked to the end of the street sign was like Southern Avenue.
Wow.
Okay.
And then it happens to be
Where it
the
all
street,
began.
Yeah. And Southern Avenue it turns into something different, but you end up at
Macklemore.
the Macklemore. You end up at the Stax Museum, which is like where we got our first record deal. We were the first band. We're the first Memphis band to be signed to Stax in 40 years.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah. Because Stax, it was owned by it's still owned by Concord.
Okay.
It's owned by Concord now. but still, we're the first band signed to Stax, Memphis band signed to Stax in 40 years.
Wow, that's such an achievement.
It is.
Yeah,
It
I'm
is.
getting goosebumps.
And we were such a young band. We were still growing and
How many members are there?
Now there's 6 members. My baby sister joined after she graduated from college. So she's on background vocals. She plays strings. She went to college for violin. So we're going to work her in there. But right now she's doing percussion and vocals.
Okay.
So you said when you met your husband, you had, prior, you had to perform, sing a song to make sure you were vocally ready. Am I correct? You had to sing in front of him.
Nah, when I met him, I thought that's what it was gonna. I thought I was gonna stroll into an audition. But he was like, I already watched your videos, and he was like, he was like, darling, you got it. Like I know that you're the one that I need.
Oh, wait. So let's back this up. Because
I thought I was coming to rehearse. I thought I was going to learn a song. I thought I was going to sing, but it wasn't like that. He was just really transparent about what he was going through, and he was really upfront about, as far as like what he could pay and what type of commitment, he needed, because he's in a stressful situation where, he was just
honest.
He was very
blunt,
honest.
And yes.
And it was just the exact opposite of everything that I had experienced up until that point.
So you met your husband when y'all started the band?
Yeah. And we were platonic, completely platonic for 3 years. Never tried. Yes. I used to call him, he's going to hate me for this. I used to call him my sorority sister. Oh, God. Because there were times I would find myself talking to him like he was one of my sisters. And I got 4 sisters, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, this is my, my sorority.
So what made the switch? What made the switch from platonic to...
We experienced so many experiences. So we've seen each other in distress. We've seen each other celebrating. We've seen each other at our highs. We've seen each other at our lows. We've had so many people come in and out of our lives that made us uncomfortable in the same way. And at some point, we realized that, we've accepted each other as we were. I never put pressure on him to change or be anything that he isn't. And he holds a space for me that's so broad. It doesn't smother me. It allows me to continue to be me,
to breathe.
To breathe and to evolve and not be afraid of who I might be tomorrow.
That is so
So what type of music?
That was my best friend. That's my best friend. Yeah, that's my best friend.
So we were listening to me and C Madam.
Okay.
We was definitely listening to the Southern Avenue album with the elephant. And so some of the hits, some of the creation, the creativity out of that was wonderful and great. And vocally, you're a beast.
You are.
You are a beast vocally, hands down.
I definitely want to see y'all live.
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta get.
You gotta come to the
Sure.
show. You gotta come.
The next time we can fit you in, we all front row. We need to be Friends and Wives podcast, and we need to be there and support you, and definitely for sure. So you need to let us know about that.
I'll let you know. We do have a show coming up in the spring.
I have the calendar.
April 21st.
So what type of music is this? The genre of music you are giving to people.
Don't box them. Okay, go ahead.
Because we're a collaboration of styles, and Memphis is a melting pot of genres. We kind of we embody that attitude that you get when you put all those sounds together.
Got you.
You know what
Blues,
I mean? It's
hip-hop,
bluesy, but it's soul. It's BB King, but it's Al Green.
Because
you know?
everybody always wants to
amazing.
fit you into a
And it's-
category,
Right.
And you can't.
So-
This is like, it's an issue for us. Because if we had a more genre-focused album, they would know all the stations to place us. You know what I mean? And they could play all the singles. But right now, we're so broad that we get one single there on that station, a single there, because we have so many different
I can
styles.
see the challenges.
You know what I mean?
So you're like
And
a
so-
tree with all these different branches.
But I love it. I love it because I grew up singing church music. I wasn't allowed to listen to anything. So when I really discovered the music that moved me, it it became, you know, the melting pot of sounds and genres. So I feel like a chameleon. I can sing any style. I feel like I can do.
Oh, really?
And that's how I feel because Memphis is so rich. The culture is so rich, and I never knew it. I didn't know it before we became like the poster kids of Memphis music.
Right.
I didn't know the world embraced Memphis music
Oh, yeah.
to the depths that they do. I didn't know. And then, but I'm the one that gets to receive like the embrace, and like it's like I just want to send that embrace back into the city because that's the uplifting that like we need. Memphis music is not dead.
And then, you know what I heard last week? I don't know if it was the Today Show, but it was somewhere I was listening where they said Memphis has the most artists with hits coming out than any other city.
Always look at the Grammys. You're going to always find a whole lot of Memphis at the Grammys.
And they've always, like Bobby OJ used to always say that Memphis has the connection to the world, you know, musically.
You know what?
He
We
used to
might be
always say
violent,
that.
but we killing them in that music.
Yeah.
But you know what? We are killing the music. But we need to kill this bathroom, boo. I gotta go. I have to go, honey. I have to go to the party.
Well, 2 seconds. When we come back, you know, Friends and Wives, what we talk about is the different generations, how we see ourselves being married, single, divorcee, whatever the case is. And with you being married and things of that nature, and you expressing the way that you are and how you and your husband met or whatever, it reminds me of similarities to V-Rock and how her and her husband, he's basically the same way. He let her be or whatever. So when we come back, we want to talk husband, family life, how we can, you know, how it all goes and
Family
how you handle
ties.
it. So when we come back, we'll come back, we'll talk about that, and we'll let Kendall use the restroom.
All right.
And don't kill it.
The baby wife said.
Friends and Wives
All right.
podcast.
We'll be right back. And we are back with Friends and Wives podcast, and we have breaking news.
What's the news?
The whole downstairs has been blown up in an explosion.
Oh my God.
Thanks to Kizal.
It was that,
I just
look,
literally tried to put your name.
It was that taco pie that we had it, baby.
Lord.
Taco pie.
He did
Sauce
keep it
after the
real.
Taco pie.
It's real, kept it real downstairs. And we're back.
Oh, we're back,
With
baby.
Miss Tyranny.
Of Southern Avenue.
Right.
Hey.
So before we left, we talked about family life.
Yeah.
And all that other stuff, and just telling you the different dynamics with us and stuff like that. And right before we came on, and I might as well just say it, we asked what's the nationality of your husband, because I almost said he was another race, in which I don't want to offend him.
Or
So-
is Israeli.
Okay.
He's from Israel.
So was he born here, or
No,
he
No,
came?
he
He
came here for a
moved
blues.
For the blues
Oh,
competition.
okay. I didn't
That was
even
him.
put it together that was him.
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So
How many kids
How many
you
kids? Yeah,
have?
that's what I
right
want to know.
with
Yes.
I have 3 children.
Okay.
okay.
I have my 10-year-old daughter and my 9-year-old son,
Okay.
and then I just had
From a prior relationship, right?
it's hard to call it a relationship.
Okay. You allowed to have those.
You laugh, but like if you knew,
What you've been through.
yeah,
I
was
understand.
scared out of my mind for the entire duration of that situation.
I'm sipping my tea.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't even count it. I
Oh,
don't.
she
just
was
moved on.
traumatized.
Exactly, and when I had to, when I had to provide for my children, I went full force.
Okay.
People are like, "Where did you come from?" I was like, "Well, I was, held a little captive, but I'm here right now.
Right.
I'm here now." So I've been going hard, and my children were my biggest
Supporters.
motivation.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
child 3 is between your husband.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But he was when I met Ori, my oldest 2 were 3
Say
and
his name
2.
again. I'm sorry.
Ori.
Ori.
Okay.
Mhm.
Ori.
Ori. It means light, my light.
Okay,
So
Ori.
He's my light.
Oh.
So, yeah, my children were 3 and 2. They don't remember meeting him. For a while, that it didn't click to them that, maybe that's not, we're looking at pictures and they're like, where's Ori? Not Ori. They call him Abba. It's dad in Hebrew. But like,
Okay.
where's Abba in my baby? Where's Abba in my pictures? And it's just like, they don't know anything about life before
Right.
Orient. And so I'm very proud of myself for creating a space for them where they can grow up somewhat normal, you know, and not affected by everything that was happening.
Well, I got a question because you did state that you grew up singing gospel,
I was raised in the church.
a Christian.
Yes.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what religion are you practicing? What are you now? Are you still a
Good
Christian?
question. Speaking of family and
First of all, growing up in the church, the way I was raised made me everything I am. So I'm not like anti-Christian. I'm not gonna knock the race. I
And
feel
she
like
was singing. She was Baptist.
Kojic.
the way she
Oh,
sounds.
Kojic. Okay.
Kojic.
Okay.
You know, so I'm not gonna knock the church, but I just am not a religious person anymore. I'm
More
a
spiritual.
holistic, spiritual person. I feel like religion it was created for division. It was created to, you know, take over lands, and like people don't understand that influence that hostile energy. It trickles down into the people, and over generations, you're still feeling the hostility that, you know, the religion was created for, to, you know, forcing people into Christianity and killing them so a lot of that hostility is in like the you know, everybody you go to a church and there's amazing people there, and then there's messy people.
Right.
So it's just like that they're still killing us spiritually through, you know, the practices of that have become the culture of the Christian church.
And it's so sad because
It
there's
is.
a lot of people who really just need help and need guidance and all that other stuff, and just all that.
And there's good in it. There's
Right.
good there. It's just a lot of times it's the bad overwhelms you so much.
It's
Right.
everything.
That
You
is-
can have 50 things of good, and then that one thing overpowers all that 50.
And you
those
got to
50
understand that everything is God.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're pushed a certain way, you have to trust in that.
Correct.
You have to trust in that. So it's like, wow, I was raised in the church, and my journey has pushed me out of that. And it's like I have to embrace that and respect it, and I run reverence whenever I need to, because I don't move forward in life as if, you know, I got it all on, you know, I got it all figured out.
Right.
I'm very, very self-aware, and I try to hold myself accountable for everything I do, because that was something that I didn't grow up experiencing.
Right.
Yes.
Was
So
it
that's something I need in my life.
Was it easy for you guys' family to blend?
What do you mean?
Like
Like my
your-
intermediate, like my
Yeah.
children and my
no,
husband?
just the outsides, moms, dad, grandpa,
Cousins and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, first
With
of
his
all,
family,
most
your
of-
family.
She gonna let loose, baby.
because no, we're at the age where you get to choose family. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's true.
So
That's very true.
So whatever you know, energies make you uncomfortable being around that energy, you don't have to.
So you didn't
don't
have to cut a. You didn't have to cut a.
I love
Yeah.
all my family. You know, I just experienced so much. My heart goes out to all my cousins, and I call them, I check on them, I make sure, you know,
They're good.
they're okay. But I don't take my husband I don't take him further than, you know, my mama and maybe an auntie.
Okay.
Right.
So, you
She
know what
said
I mean?
one auntie.
I mean, you know what? That's a lot. No, a lot of
we get
them have, you know, have passed on, and you know, it's not. There's not a big circle. It's just if I'm breaking generational curses, then I can only
It's
go
tough.
so far back.
Right.
It's
I
very
can only
tough.
go so far.
And you know what? It's sad and misfortunate too, because it's like all all those obstacles that you're putting in the way. At the end of the day, I'm family. This is who I chose to be with. They taking care of me. They're taking care of the household, whatever the case, and they're doing it. And a lot of times, people will rather see you with someone who is recognizable to them, but that recognizable to them, they beating on you, hitting on you, guiding you in different directions and all that, instead of going outside of the box and understanding that love is love regardless. And, you know, whoever loves on you. And if you are in different cultural aspects or whatever the case is, it doesn't matter, right? Love is love. We are human. And it's unfortunate because we really have to cut those people off for our happiness, right? And it's sad because I do not want to do this, but I have to set this boundary because you're setting all this negativity. And it's really sad and unfortunate that we have to be that way, right? Especially with our own family, because they're so small-minded in their thinking. So
Yeah.
just a little tidbit that you gave me to kind of let me know what was going on right there.
Yeah.
And I hate that for you.
There's like, if you've experienced something that you felt like was a little bit traumatic, in order for you to heal, you have to separate yourself from everything.
Yeah.
That makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because with that healing process, you'll get to acknowledge it on your own time.
Yeah.
In your own schedule.
And it's not your
You're
responsibility.
not forced into somebody's
right.
face and forced into anxiety and forced into discomfort. You can love from a distance as you heal. Yeah. You have every right to do that for yourself.
I had an ex-boyfriend mom.
They should support it.
I had an ex-boyfriend mom that used to say, "Oh, honey, I treat him with a long handle spoon." And I took that. I still take that to this day because there's a lot of people that I'm spoon feeding with a long handle. Love you to death. Want to see, see great, but you can't be in a circle. And I feel like that's the best way.
It also makes me a lot less judgmental.
Yeah, it really does.
Because it's like you think about your cousins that you haven't seen, your aunties you haven't seen, that you haven't spoken to, and I think like, man, they must like think the worst of me or something. You know what I mean? But like, it allows you, because you're acknowledging everything that you've gone through. When somebody else makes you feel like you're not, like they're a little distant, or if I get my feelings hurt, I'm able to be a lot less judgmental. I can understand they're probably going through something really deep. They're probably reflecting something that they're hurting about.
That they don't have the courage to stand up on their own.
Yeah, I'm okay if my friend doesn't call me for 6 months and then she calls me and wants to get together. I'm not gonna be like, "Where you been for 6 months?" I'm gonna be like, "Man, I'm so glad you finally got the energy to wake up again. What do you need?" Or that's like.
So I have a question. This is for Tierinii. This is for C Madam. Okay. So I need answers. So, since both of you guys are dating, even in the entertainment world, dating, been married, what do you want to call it? No, it's the reason why I'm pointing them out.
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Even in the entertainment world and just in social world altogether, since you're interracial dating, because you guys are both interracial dating.
Got you. Okay, that's why I was out.
Her partner is white.
Okay.
You're in another ethnic group as well. So, do you feel pressure from the entertainment world, from the music world, even from people, everyday people, you guys are being looked at, mocked at? Do you get different stares? Even music, even in your music career, do you think you get disqualified because you may be dating someone of another race? How you deal with it, how you see that, how you have experienced things like that?
That's a good question.
My mission in life is greater than the thoughts like others. That. Because I'm a lover. I give love. I'm not afraid. Even with all that I've been through, I've always been an open, welcoming lover. And I've had my experiences that I welcomed, that I knew weren't going to be anything, but I still, gave, I enjoyed them. I'm a lover. So when that love comes back around to me, I recognize it.
So you know how to
filter.
So
it doesn't really matter.
Right.
What race he is.
Right.
It didn't matter, because at that point in my life, of all my years of living, this guy is like the best friend I've ever had.
But do you think
what others think doesn't matter?
So
I don't even
opinion?
see it, because people are like, so how does it feel interracial dating? I don't even see the race anymore, because I don't see it.
Have you in the past?
Okay, but hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a valid question.
We still have our cultural differences.
Okay.
We do. But when it comes to like love, I just see love. I see a man that really loves me.
Okay, see, Madam.
Now, you know what? People used to always say, I don't see him as white, or I don't see this person as this or that. And I used to think, look at him, he's white. How can you not see that? To myself, I would say that.
Right.
It's like, wow, I used to hate for people to say that.
Love is
and
blind.
This is the first white guy I've ever dated.
I never dated.
And I see what they mean. Like, I don't see, oh, Mark's white. Like I just don't see that.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, I mean, everybody knows who Mark is, and they love him. So, I mean, there's just no issue unless it's behind closed doors.
Me personally, you know how you think about it or whatever the case is, and I never dated anyone. I naturally am not attracted to any different race, regardless of. And I think it's because I just like a black, strong man. Like,
and I was like that because I was like, a white man can't do shit for me.
And you know,
I never wanted a white guy ever.
And it's
ever.
And you know, I might be wrong, but I just naturally I haven't had any. And there's been times where I be like, oh, he's cute, or he's, you know, whatever.
Yeah, you think that, but it's not that you wanted to date them.
Yeah, but I've never went to a point of really just, even to the point where people have reached out to me, like on a serious level. I'm like, I don't, and it's like, it's something about having that strong black tie for me. And I think that's what kind of keeps me grounded. The reason why I haven't really went out that way or whatever. And it's so much that I feel uncomfortable, and that it might be something within me or whatever the case is. But when I look at that certain, and it's been different races, white, African, all these, even African, I've been like,
ew, no.
Oh my God.
That would never happen.
And nothing against Africans. It's just, I'm so headstrong, and they, you know, it's
they like being
stated,
the man.
yeah, you know, and I like to be equal or whatever, and it's more of, they take more of a submissive approach with it, and I don't feel like I can be free, right, in that particular space.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those situations where I feel you, and maybe one day, I don't know, but as of now, it's just, I like that strong, headstrong, you know, beating the odds of success type black man, you know, and that's just how I am.
So, Tierinii, so let me ask you a question about your kids.
Yes.
Now, how are your kids handling you and your husband? Are they being teased at school? How do they view him?
No.
What's their opinion? How you hold it all together as a family?
1950s, maybe. This is 2020.
And then she said that's all her kids know.
They came home from school sometime last year.
Okay.
And they say, Mom, why does my teacher call Abba my stepdad?
Okay.
Mom, what is a stepdad?
Outsiders.
That's what clicked the switch and made them think.
Right.
We haven't had a talk. But if they have a question, I answer it, and I only answer it very, very, very specific, so I don't need to elaborate.
Right.
And that's, and that's how they can process it. That's how they, they're children. They wouldn't understand.
And they would have never asked that.
Outsiders.
If it wasn't for someone outside.
They would have noticed, his hair is different, his skin. They would have noticed, but, they don't know biology yet. So so they don't know.
Right. So, no, I really enjoyed talking to you. So what's next on the agenda? What you got next?
For you.
But they got a whole
for
calendar
you and
up
for
through May.
Southern Avenue.
For me and for Southern Avenue. I'm just like my creative juices. I want to collaborate with as many people as I can. Not in not in a rushed way, but I just feel like as a songwriter, I really I enjoy the process, and I want to experience myself in that process with other co-writers and other producers and collaborators. I definitely have some solo stuff in the works.
Solo?
Yes.
Really?
Not saying that she's leaving the band.
I'm not
okay.
leaving the band.
Gonna make sure.
But
what you the band?
yeah, that's just but
Beyonce type of thing going on around here.
Oh, not the Beyonce.
Southern Avenue is my
That's
the
home.
band is my baby.
Yeah.
The band is my baby. And like with the way the music business is these days, you can just make music. You can just, you can just make music. Everything's online. Everything is, social media. It's like you can just, you can do whatever styles you want, and you can get syncs, and you can,
Right.
She did say styles, y'all. So since you're going to talk about styles, can you give us some vocals right quick? I would like to hear something
do some
from
kind
you.
of run. Yeah.
Do something from the new album.
Anything.
Anything. Just think something. It could be Whitney. I don't care what it is. Just think something.
Run, better days are coming. You're gonna find your way through the smoke.
Come on, a little bit more. I'm feeling it. Come on, give us a little bit more.
Just stand still if you lose your balance. It's time to reassess your needs from your wants. And you gotta get through what you got to in order to get to what you want. You don't have to give up what you dream of, but sacrifices essential. You gotta get through what you got to if you wanna see that end result. You don't have to give up what you dream of. It's gonna take some self-control. Control, 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 control.
Baby, y'all heard it. What you said, an exclusive, baby. From Southern Avenue to the
Tierinii,
exclusive.
baby.
Yes, I got goosebumps.
Baby,
Beautiful voice.
you still do weddings?
And listen, not to toot my own horn, but back in my younger days, I used to sing and songwrite and
Okay, come on
the
then.
Beatles
Come on.
and sing around
Come
town.
on.
Oh no, that ship is long sailed. No.
She's scared to come behind you, boo. She's scared to come behind you. That's all it is.
Well, this has been Friends and Wives podcast with our lovely guest, Miss Tierinii of Southern Avenue.
Thank you for having me.
Please let the people know your
Social
pages,
media.
All your
social
socials.
medias. Yeah.
We're Southern Avenue on
Across the
Facebook,
board?
all across the board.
Okay.
Southern Avenue Music on Instagram, I think, and also the website.
Okay. What's the website? SouthernAvenue.com?
SouthernAvenueMusic.com.
Music.com. Perfect.
Girl.
Well,
Oh my
we
God.
have
I
been
hope I got that right.
blessed. Look, while she checking the website, we have been blessed. Thank you so much for coming on.
We've been blessed today,
Kicking with
baby.
you.
Yes.
I love your voice. Now I have to listen to
a
the album.
music
Oh, you need to see
genius.
the video.
It's SouthernAvenueBand.com.
SouthernAvenueBand.com.
Y'all see me? I told y'all.
Hold on now. We got a question.
What's up?
Are we going to have seats
At the next show.
at the 421?
It's at the
421?
It's at the Shell. It is tickets in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do that. All right.
So, what, the plan something? Because I want to be front row. I don't want to be sitting in the back.
No.
Want to be close to you.
And we wanna interview the whole band.
The whole band.
So if
The whole band.
we would
Yes.
love to have a spot
Yes.
to interview the whole band.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you can make that happen, collaborate with me,
Yeah.
and I can get with the team, make something happen.
You see how he wanted to get us on air. So now you committed.
So now you're committed. Talk to your husband and make this
I
thing
talked to my
happen.
manager. I got to talk to my That's where it's at.
All right, y'all. This has been Friends and Wives podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in to us. As
Yes.
this episode has been sponsored by the
cra-
crazy
chicken.
crazy cool. And the chicken is delicious. You must be crazy not to go to the coop, okay? All right. Thank you so
peace
much for
out,
joining us.
people.
Mwah. We'll see you later.
This is the Spotlight Podcast Network.